You're not going to find anybody who's going to be successful without making a sacrifice and without perseverance. Lou Holtz. My friends, our sacrifice is 10 to 15 minutes each and every day the market is open, and perseverance is doing it each and every day the market is open. What do we see happen today? Stocks are up, gold is up, bonds are down, Bitcoin is up. Let's first go to the S&P 500. As represented by SPY, the Spiders S&P 500 ETF Trust. We see that it is up for the day 2.57%. Boom! Now, we already made our cash in our practice trade down 4.06%. And of course, that ended last Thursday morning. That was beautiful. Popped up Thursday afternoon. We saw things up Friday afternoon and then down in the morning. And then, of course, today, up in the morning, up a little bit higher, about the same in the afternoon, 2.57%. Now, what are we waiting for? We're hoping the STC will go right back up to the top as it did the 2 times previous and then roll over and give us the ability to jump in and ride it down. Why are we looking for a down move? Well, there's a good reason. We're below the 200 exponential moving average, which shows us we're in a downtrend. And we also have working with us, the 2-day chart is below the 200 EMA in a downtrend on the STC. And we look at the weekly, and it is perhaps maybe bouncing off that. It's a red spinning top right now, means lots of indecision. This last one was a strong down candle, but the candle did not penetrate the 200 EMA. But we're still red on the STC, which is our main indicator. Remember, the STC is a combination of stochastics and the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence indicator. It has quickly become my favorite indicator. It makes life simple, and we believe that simple is best. Occam's razor, the principle of John Occam, a Franciscan friar, I believe is what he was. He came up with this idea that has proved out time and time again to be just common sense. The simpler the answer is, the better. And as Einstein said, make things as simple as possible, but not simpler. Okay, let's see where we go next. So what we're waiting for is just a reset and another potential down move again. Remember, the market, it moves how? It moves in steps. It'll go up, then it'll go down, then it'll stabilize, as we can see right there, and then it'll go down again, maybe up, down. But you can see that overall, if you attach these points, it is in a downtrend, and of course that's most easily realized by the fact that the 200 exponential moving average, we're below it. And again, that's what we look for. We look for where we are on that 200 EMA to tell us on the particular chart that we're looking at where price is, and if we're above it, we're looking to go long. If we're below it, we're looking to go short. We also pay attention to all the charts all the time. In fact, that's the special training we're sending out today for the subscribers who subscribe for free at chartingwealth.com. We'll send you a special training every day. Please go there and sign up for free. That list is never spammed, never shared. We just send out our daily reviews and our once a week weekly review and forecast and a special training to you each and every day. It's free. Why not sign up? So that's where we are on the S&P. NASDAQ 100, similar. It's heading up, not quite as much and as fast, up 3.30% nonetheless. Now, of course, we cleared 4.76% in our practice trade last week in a nice down move, of course, using the inverse chart, PSQ, for the NASDAQ 100. In that former chart, the S&P 500, we used SH, which is the ProShares inverse of the S&P 500. Isn't that interesting? You have on these indexes inverse funds where you can make money when the market's going down. Now, it's not all, rainbows and unicorns. There are higher fees, and it does reset on a daily basis. So you got to know what you're doing. That's why we say practice, trade all these things, learn how they work. When you think you're getting good, what you need to do is then fractionally trade. We call that fractional trading, where you take a small amount of money and like $100. And if you can get a fractional share, because you can see the price of where we are right now with The NASDAQ 100 is $270. Well, you have various online brokers allow you to buy a fractional share. So you put in $100 and then you see how well you can do. You're risking what? $100. You're not risking 10,000 or 100,000. Only fools do that. If you want to gamble, go to Vegas. You know, there are more people out there having at least more fun than sitting home in your pajamas, losing money while you screw yourself in the stock market. No, you need to practice this and figure it out. That's what we're here for. Now, that's where we are. Same thing on the 2-day. It's negative on the STC, well below the 200 EMA. And the weekly, this is interesting. We're below the 200 EMA. So on the weekly, we're also in a downtrend. STC is heading down. So that's where we are on our two big stock indexes. Next, we move to bonds. And of course, we had this nice successful trade last week, down 2.83%. TBF is the inverse of bonds. That was a nice trade for us. You'll see that the prices are different between the underlying ETF, such as TLT, and TBF, which is, of course, the inverse fund. The prices are different, but these are set up to actually move the same percentage. So if 20-year bonds are down for the day 0.49%, then you will see the way it's set up for the inverse fund, the ProShare short of the 20-year bonds, to be up 0.49%. It's usually, if not exactly the same, very, very close. But again, there can be problems with that, particularly with revaluation. So you just have to practice, trade it, learn it, see how it works for you. Some people like them, some people hate them. And you don't ever have to trade. I mean, again, first rule of trading, make money. First rule of trading, don't lose money. Second rule of trading, make money. But losses will kill you. They will kill you faster than anything. So the first thing you have to do is not lose money. But you can't be afraid of it. You've got to develop tactics and schemes, and you have to apply those. And the only way you're going to learn how that works is, again, 10 to 15 minutes each and every day practicing with us. It's free. It's just your time, which is, of course, the most valuable thing you have. Let's go to gold and see where we are there. Gold up for the day, 0.29%. We got really close here a couple of times back on Thursday, the 13th. We also got close on Friday morning and afternoon. Things popped up in the morning on Monday and then pulled back some in the afternoon, nonetheless up 0.29%. Keep a close eye on gold. I'm hoping gold will go back down and test these bottoms where it was at back on Monday, the 26th of September. Hopefully we'll see things continue to move down. We'll be able to clear this trade before the end of the week. If we can, we can. If we can't and it goes in the opposite direction, we will close that trade and hopefully not take a loss, maybe make less than 2.34%. But again, we'll see how things go, where they go. We'll let the market lead us. There's not an inverse fund on gold that works because DGZ is the inverse fund on gold, the single inverse, and there are others. Problem is, they're all very illiquid. That means there's a large distance between the bid and the ask price-wise. So I don't want to jump into anything that's illiquid. No reason I want to do it. You got to gain too much just to break even. So what do we do on gold? We practice trade puts. And if you are a Patreon supporter, you get that 3-part series, Options Made Simple, the Charting Wealth Way. You want to learn options? We've got it. Just support us and we'll send it to you as one of the initial benefits, plus all the other good stuff. 20 weekly vertical crossovers a week, and also our charting crypto and commodities. Now, lastly, let's look at where Bitcoin is. Bitcoin keeps bottoming right here around this 1820 marker. So it actually went lower this last week and then has popped back up. So we're hoping that as Bitcoin moves along, it is making a bottom here. Don't know that yet. Hoping that's going to be. We're looking at the VanEck Bitcoin Strategy ETF. This is not something you have to go to a crypto exchange to buy. This is an actual ETF. There's 3 of them that have been approved for Bitcoin. They're short-term closed month futures. And I love it. I've literally bought and sold this several times. Not lately, because it's been sucking wind lately. But I'm hoping that Bitcoin is going to find a bottom right in here around the 1820 mark or so, and then start moving up. But it has not happened yet, my friends. I'm hoping it will, and perhaps it will. We look at the weekly chart, and again, starting off with a little green, but again, you can see we've been right around this $18 mark, something like that. Hopefully, we're going to make a good strong base here. I'm just not quite seeing it, but hope springs eternal. Guess what? I don't have anything in Bitcoin. I'm not losing a dime. I don't hold stuff that isn't holding value. Maybe you do. I don't. That's just the way I am. But when it starts to move, I'm going to start moving with it. I hope that if you want to learn Bitcoin, you want to buy Bitcoin at some point in the future, you're going to practice trade it now and learn what it's all about. Follow it with us on a daily basis. Plenty of time for you to learn. Don't get greedy. Remember, hogs get slaughtered. That's where we are, folks, at the end of the day on Monday. Thank you for being with us. Appreciate all our Patreon supporters. We love to hear from you. Don't hesitate to reach out to us, cw@chartingwealth.com. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth, World Headquarters.